welcome to another episode of Spotlight on Your Business. Today I'm here with Shana from Let Us Swim, and I'm going to go ahead and let her introduce herself. Hi Shana, how are you?
Hi, my name is Shana. I am the owner of Let Us Swim. We have been around since 2019.
Okay, so now we're going to just go ahead and dive right into the questions. Awesome. And let's talk about swimming. So let's talk about your swimming experiences. About how long have you been swimming?
I started swimming at the age of 5. Mm-hmm. My dad was a competitive swimmer, so there was no reason or way that my brother nor I was going to not know how to swim. So we learned how to swim. We began competitive swimming around the age of six, between 5 and 6. And we swam across Europe. My brother was a diver, and he then went into the Navy as a Navy diver, and I continued my swimming process.
Oh wow, that's
and then
awesome.
Began teaching probably around 96, around the year 1996 is when I started teaching for free. But I realized that people don't value your time nor your efforts when things are free.
Exactly, I agree with you 100%. So I've checked out your website and I've seen a lot of people, a lot of testimonials, people thanking you. They're so grateful for the services that you provide. So what does it mean to you that you've had such a wonderful impact on these people's lives?
It means a great deal because I feel like that is really only the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
You know, blacks are more susceptible to drowning, accidental drowning, than our white counterparts. So I'm very passionate about teaching other kids and other adults that look like me, and look like my kids, as well as those children with autism. It's the leading cause of accidental death in kids with autism as well. So my mission is really and truly to stop drowning altogether.
Right. So you have a greater goal. It's not just what's on the surface, just swimming. You care about these people's lives and
absolutely.
Stuff like that. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So tell me, do you find it more difficult to teach younger people or adults? And how about the sex, males or female? Which is more difficult teaching? I don't think any of them are more difficult than the other. They come with a different baggage. I like to say different baggage. Adults know the dangers of the water. Right. So you're literally having to chip away at that and teaching them to trust themselves and to trust the water, trust the process. So teaching adults is harder in that aspect, but kids are harder in the aspect that they literally are both feet in. Like until you give them a reason not to trust you, they're trusting you 100% that they're going to be okay, unless they suffered some other type of aquatic emergency. And I definitely think women learn how to swim faster than males. Why is it that you think that?
Women are just built different. There's a lot of the movement in swimming that's very fluid. It doesn't mean that women are going to be better swimmers than males, but it just means that we tend to be able to do those movements a lot easier than males. Males kind of muscle through, whereas females will just kind of glide through. Got you.
That is completely understandable. So, people often don't realize the importance of, knowing how to swim and things like that. Aside from swimming, what are some other survival techniques do you teach, or do you teach other survival techniques, if in fact a person was to be drowning?
Yes, I do teach survival swim. I try to do that with every child by the time that they're finished with their lessons. The last lesson is usually geared towards survival swim, where they have to wear their full clothing, their shoes, their jacket, whatever they would normally wear on any given day. I try to have them wear that, and they have to jump in and be able to get to safety, climb out the pool, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, that's good.
Swim, float, all of it.
So they just have to figure it out, because at the end of the day, it's an accident, and they wouldn't really be prepared.
Right. A lot of times people don't realize that anytime you fall into a body of water, you're never falling in wearing swimwear.
Right, that is so true.
You got your shoes on.
That is so true.
You have your pants, your shirt, and all those things create drag, or it's like a weight while you're in the water, and it's hard to swim with those things, believe it or not. It's so they need to know how to get to safety with those things on.
And let's talk about the level of patience that it requires to teach people how to swim.
Patience is
Patience on the part of the swim instructor is probably the most important thing in teaching anyone how to swim, because if you don't have patience, they're not going to learn.
Right.
Whether it's a child or an adult, if you lack the patience to go through the process with them, they're not going to learn.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Okay, so on your website, it mentioned that Broward County is the highest rate for accidental drowning. What are some things, aside from, taking swimming lessons, you feel like people can do on their personal time to assist with, accidental drowning, to like prevent it from happening, to get the rate to be lower?
One of the things is creating barriers.
Right.
Create those barriers, gates, clearing out your pools, making sure there's no toys, because most of the time a kid will go into the water because they see a toy.
Right.
And they're reaching for that toy, and then they end up falling into the water.
And that can happen in a split of a second.
It happens quickly. It happens very quickly. It doesn't take a lot of time. You can be doing one thing and literally it'll feel like 10 seconds later you look back and they're at the bottom of the pool. One of the other things that I always suggest is, if you can't find your child, check the water first.
Gotcha. If you know you have a pool, definitely check the water first.
Lock gates, I believe in self-latching gates is very important as well.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you so much for sitting down, taking the time out, and having this conversation with us. So where can people find you or contact you?
Thank you. You can contact me via text at 954-670-7201, or you can visit my website at www.letasswim.com.
So how are you available? Do people always have to come to you for lessons, or are you available to go to them?
I am a mobile instructor, so people, if they have access to the pool, I'll go to them. If they don't, they can come to me. I have access to a pool here in Sunrise. I cover all of Broward County, as well as Palm Beach.
And you have a couple of certifications, don't you?
Yes, I am a certified swim instructor through the Red Cross. I am a USA Advanced Swim Coach through USA Swimming. I'm CPR certified,
You're awesome.
a lifeguard, and I also do adapted swim lessons with those children and individuals that are on the spectrum with autism or any other type of disability.
Okay, you're like a little superhero, you're the people that, don't get enough credit for the things that you're doing that is so important.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's very awesome.
I am also certified coach in open water swim.
Well, there you go. So, don't leave nothing out. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Spotlight on Your Business, where we put the spotlight on the businesses that you guys support. If you or anyone you know that's interested in coming on our show, you can email us. You can send us an email at spotlightonbusiness21@gmail.com, or you can contact us on our Instagram at spotlightonbusiness_. Thank you. Yeah, I'm